Alright, welcome back to today's video, and I just updated all the cities, and I decided to add more and more. That way it can look like a growing population is still existing. But, today we're going to be taking a look at the alliance layer, and we're going to be talking about how how this layer is going to change everything in the world. So I'm gonna do this with y'all. So we are gonna do Octagon, the Octagon Alliance, and it's gonna be between the, okay, wrong. It's gonna be between the Greeks, the Crimeans. By the way, the Greeks are now starting to take a liking to the Iranians over here, so they will allow them in, and the Orange Nation right here. It's this giant coalition to be standing against France, but Greece wants to keep happy relationships, but also terrible ones. That way, they can mitigate their people and manipulate their people. So yeah, that's one thing. That's why they want to do that. But also because there's a growing hatred towards the French. The French is the blue country over here. I'm gonna turn off the alliance layer. So this is what we have the world looking like, and I went ahead and put the capitals and the city layer as the same one. So, yay. So today we're going to be expanding on the world. So we're going to have a few expeditions from a few stupid people. We're be a little bit kinder. More idiotic people are going to be traveling out a little bit. That way they can find out what the world holds. And it's also going to allow tons of exploration between all the people who are going to be taking this path into the future, which it now looks like along the lines of like this, which we're going to continue to highlight all the surrounding waters, and it's going to look like that, and this over here, and that. So this is how much water they've explored, and they're going to continue to move towards East Asia by boat, as some of them were wishing to travel by, which will go successful, so they will explore a little bit on land, which will also go a little successful until they reach the the forest over here in East Asia. And they will also go ahead and meet up with the group over here, they'll also do a little bit of shortcuts over here, here and there, boom, here, there, and basically the southern tip of India has basically have been discovered, and this is when boats go a little bit more to the south, and they will find in Sri Lanka, so they will go ahead and fully discover it. So they will continue their exploration into East Asia, Indochina, that region. No, we're not filling all of that up yet, but they will go down this far south. So they've explored all of this land. So they will continue to be exploring until told not to. They've explored that much. So we're gonna have a new country up here, and it's gonna be a green country. This country is gonna appear right here in the southern tip of India, and we're also gonna have a more blue country, bluish grayish, appear right here, as there's a bunch of room to expand over here. I'm just gonna fix these borders real quick. because I don't like them. Okay, there. So these are going to be the borders over here, and we're going to have a new country appear over here, but first we're going to have this green India country claim a lot of land in Sri Lanka, which is going to take over that much land. A different country right here is going to appear. I'm going to have it a little bit brighter. So we're going to pull out the city layer and create a few capitals. So the green country capital is going to be right here, and the pink team capital is going to be right there. The blue gray team is going to be right there. So these are the new countries that just appeared, and they're really far away, so they're going to be not as powerful as these or as technologically advanced. This is when they will continue to explore the waters around him. That way they could continue to get more fish and such. This is when they would explore all the way up to the Arabian Peninsula, and this is where trade will begin to happen, as the most dangerous boat ride ever is going to be traveling through right here all the way up to the Suez Canal, all the way up to the Suez area, and that's going to be the most dangerous boating, but not the longest. And we're going to continue exploration into more of the Indian Peninsula, and it's going to continue to look like this. Okay, I'm zoom out a little. It's going to continue to look like this, like that. So they've basically explored all of modern day India, and they're going to explore a little bit more into Indochina, which is going to look like this, and they will continue to explore by sea. This is when they find another new island, and it's going to be this piece of land. And this is when they would finally reach the southern area of the Malaysian Peninsula. This area, boom. They basically explored all of this, and now, since they've explored all of that peninsula, this is when they would begin to explore the Indian Ocean. Boom. They would explore these islands and the rest of this peninsula. And this island right here. And this one right here. So they've explored that much, and this is a huge feat for the human history in this world. We're gonna see a new country be created over here. It's gonna be right here. That much territory is gonna be claimed by this country, and we're gonna have another country appear. And it's gonna be on the modern day Thai Peninsula, which they will claim all of the peninsula. So yeah, that's a lot of land. And a few of these islands down over here. Boom. These islands over here will not be claimed, as they're too far for anyone to claim yet. But this one will be claimed, as only these Malaysian explorers have claimed them. And this is when we're going to see another country appear right here. And it's going to be between these two countries. So yeah, this country is also going to ask for a little bit of land. But this Vietnamese country is very greedy. So they only give that much. And we will see the placing of these capitals like so. One right here, one right here, and one right here. So we got 6 new countries now, and we're going to continue to see more in today's video as another will appear in the Bangladesh area right here. And it's going to be a more red country as they appear right here. They're going to take up that much land. And also, yes, they did explore this land right here. Okay, there. I'm just going to fix it by connecting this area. Okay, there. So we got 7 new countries, and we're about to see another one appear, but it's going to be closer to the Persian Gulf, the Persian area. It's going to appear right here. And it's going to take up a bunch of land. That much territory. So, we got 8 countries appearing now, and we're going to go ahead and set down their capital, which this one is going to appear right here, and this one's going to appear right here. Alright, and we're going to continue to see the growth of these countries grow bigger and bigger over time, as the green country and the Indian green country will continue to take up a bunch of land up to this point, and so will this blue-gray country, as they will claim even more land as they claim all the way up to the Bangladesh area. They will claim this much territory, and this red country will claim a little bit more as there's more explored territory left. They will claim that much. Now we will see the expansion of these 2 countries and more exploration. And this is when we would see the full exploration of this area and more exploration by sea, this much territory and this much territory along with it. See more exploration by this point. And this is when we're going to see this Laos country take up a bunch of inland territory as they wanted to block off the Vietnamese country, but they had no wind to avail, as instead they blocked them off from these coastal area over here as they took up this much land and this island. So this Thai country right here is finally going to be claiming these islands all the way over here, and they're going to be claiming a bunch of land up here. They're going to claim that much land. She's going to continue to block off this Laos country, and this Bangladesh country is going to explore a little bit more into the Himalayas, but due to the Himalayas, they're going to be stopped. But they will continue to expand their own nation, which is going to look along the lines of this much land. So now we're going to go ahead and take a look at the Arabian Peninsula, which is going to look like this, as Persia is finally going to be expanding, but not into more Asia, but into this area, as they will go ahead and claim this much territory, including this island, which will claim that much territory, and the Greeks will get extremely upset at this, so they will claim an overwhelmingly amount of land, and it will look like this. As they reach all the way down to the Yemenis area, the first existence of the native tribes making land over here rather than just the explorers, I think I said. But we're going to continue to see more expansion into the Arabian Peninsula all the way down over here, where they will reach the Yemeni country over here, which will go ahead and also expand, which will look like this. So now it's just inland territories left, and the Yemen country will go ahead and claim that island right there. And this is when we're going to go ahead and go back to the monstrous Europe that we have to today's episode, which if we look at the alliance layer, one country is going to be leaving an alliance, and it will be this Italian country right here. They're going to be leaving the Diamond Alliance, which is weakening this country right here, and or all these three countries, which they know it. So the red country, or no, this blue country right here is going to go ahead and leave, despite being forced in. And basically the alliance will basically just collapse. So that happens, and we're also going to see another alliance member leave another alliance, and it's going to be this beige-ish kind of looking Iberian Peninsula nation. And we're also going to see the French leave this alliance, and the Prussians leave this alliance, which will basically just leave the Greeks on their own, so they will go ahead and disband the alliance. And after realizing what's going on over here, the French will go ahead and leave and disband this alliance. And the southern Italian peninsula, the Sicilian nation right here, is going to go ahead and leave this alliance as well, which only leaves to one alliance left right now. And then we're finally going to see another alliance be made, and it's going to be official, and they plan on staying. We're going to see the creation of the 5-point star alliance occur between one second. What? Okay, the 6 points. The 6-point star alliance, and it's going to be between the English, the Irish, and the Cornish. And the Scottish are going to go ahead and join as well. It's to protect the Welsh is also going to join, as it's to protect the new colonist, or the new world over here, which is as they consider it as their new world. They will go ahead and create an alliance to protect each other, and the Benelux country right here is going to ask to join it, but they will be declined and banned forever unless a country invades them. And this is when we're going to see a trapezoid alliance appear as well, and it's going to be between this red country right here and Prussia, and this German country right here, and this blue country. It is aimed to protect them, to protect each other, and so that way, protection. So now we got 3 big alliances, one with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 members, 3, 4 members, and 3 members, which we're also going to be adding another alliance, or adding another member to this member right here, and it's going to be to the French. Surprisingly, the French will be joining this alliance, this giant, now 4 giant alliance. And we're going to continue to see more exploration happen into Europe as they begin to head further north up here. They're going to continue to explore further north, and they explore up to this point, which is going to leave most of the rest of the Baltic Sea up to this point where they've mostly explored. They've explored this much. I gotta size up this brush. So they're gonna explore all of these little islands over here and a little bit more into the Arctic Ocean. And this is when they will find Iceland, major feature of the human time, and this is when they will fully explore it. But the Irish and the Scottish will go ahead and claim it. The Irish will claim over half of this land, and the Scottish will go ahead and claim this half. Which will now, the world now looks like this. It is a giant humanitarian feat for them. And this is when we will continue to see more countries appear all the way towards the east of the world, which they'll go ahead and explore that much. Not the Japanese islands yet, but we will continue to see more exploration just little bit by little bit, which will end up looking up like this. They've managed to explore all of this land right here, and this is not when it's going to stop. They're actually going to be able to find the Korean Peninsula and this island right here, which is going to end up to look like that. Which is also when they'll find all of this land all the way up here. They'll be able to find all of this land all the way up here. Boom, they found that much land. And this is when we will continue to see more exploration into inner Asia, as they realize there's a bunch of land over here that all of these countries could take. So they'll explore all of that, and they'll begin to explore more into the ocean as they think there's going to be more continents and such. But they will only be able to find all of these islands, which no one claims just yet, as no country has appeared yet over here. So we got this much land. This much land has been explored, and this is when we will continue to see more exploration into inner Asia on this side. This is when we will continue to explore, blah 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 blah, and boom. They've explored this much, and they will continue to explore more into India, and this is when they will reach a wall. Quite literally, a Himalayan wall to be exact. And they'll look up north, and they'll continue to explore up here until they realize it is way too cold for them to explore, and it'll kill thousands and thousands of people who were trying to look for better hope of humanity. Which is very sad indeed, but there's going to continue to be more exploration going on into Africa, and this is when Greece will finally reveal that there's a bunch of hidden opportunities into Africa. So they'll explore all of this land over here. So the French are like, wait, so if they explore that much land and there's a bunch of opportunistic areas, that means there must be a bunch of opportunistic areas over here, which does end up true, except for a bunch of desert to the north. So they'll go ahead and begin to colonize all the way up to the Cabo Verde Islands, all the way to this point. And again, like these islands, which now the Greeks who haven't explored any of these islands or any of these region yet, they'll go ahead and begin to explore the ocean area, which now looks like this. Which now this is what the world currently looks like. And dang, this is a lot of exploration compared just for one episode. But today's episode spans across probably several decades, and this is what causes this much. And we're finally going to see another country appear into the inner Arabian Peninsula, which is going to be created by this blue country right here, which its capital is going to be right here. So this is what our current world looks like, as the most of the inner Arabian Peninsula is now fully filled in, and we will finally see more expansion of this Persian country. We're going to continue to see more and more claims by Persia as they want to grow their country to rival Greek. So they've now grown this giant, and Greece will finally begin to claim even more land into Africa, which will grow their country even bigger. And we will continue to see more and more trade deals between each native tribe, which is not going to be listed, but is going to be like this. So, Greece has claimed all of this land, and they're a really giant country that claims all the way almost to the bottom of the world, but this Thai country claims that. But Thailand will go ahead and begin to claim all the way over here, and they will stop claiming land after they take this much land, which will be to the Thais, to the Laos surprise, as they will be blocking off the Thai country. Which now looks like this, and this is when Thailand will finally begin to explore elsewhere, and they've explored all of these islands over here, which they will successfully begin to explore. They fully explore all of this, and this is when they find the Java Islands over here, which will be explored like so. And this will not be it for the Thai country over here, as they will continue to claim what they think is theirs. They claim this giant entire island, which will be claimed like such, like that. So they get a massive monopoly already, as all these people that were up here begin to head all the way down through sea and go through this strait, and they continue through the Suez Canal and such over there. Which this is what the world now looks like, as the furthest south is continuously being claimed by the Thailand. And this is when we will finally see more exploration into the center of the Sahara Desert. This is what we'll see for exploration and continuous exploration into more of African territories. This is when the Greeks will find Lake Victoria, this lake right here. This is when they'll find this lake, and boom, they'll begin to claim it. And we'll see more claims by the French as they go deeper into Africa, as they have nowhere else to expand other than by war. So they'll begin to claim a bunch of land into Africa. That way they can continue to be a growing country, which a lot of its citizens are becoming very aware that they're a growing powerhouse, but a very dangerous country to be in, as they will claim all of this land and these islands over here. So this is a giant country that now goes down, but the giant country in the world currently is being held by Greece, which now they begin to claim even more land and continue to explore by sea. They explore that much, and they will continue to claim even more. All the way down to Lake Victoria, and even more all the way down to the Indian Ocean, expanding their claims all the way down here, which will allow them to be able to expand even more into this North African region, which will be like so, like this. So Greece is reaching their pushing pin. They're reaching their boiling point where they could just burst if they expanded anymore. Greece does not know this, but this is their final expansion, as they will now expand over here into East Asia, as this is their final colony before they burst, which is a little bit of lore for future videos. And this is what we're gonna see for future videos, as now alliances are beginning to come into play, as France is beginning to pressure on the Sicilian country right here and the Italian country, which both of them are not a part of any alliance, which France knows this, but they're going to be invading a country right above these two. And we're going to see France invading this Swiss country right here, which France has a very giant military, and they will take advantage of that because they know this. They know that they're one of the most powerful countries, not the first most powerful country anymore, because that power is getting held by the Greeks. The French will go ahead and continue to roll through the Swiss country and eventually capitulate them. We're gonna go ahead and take a look at the peace treaty. Alright, I just came up with the peace treaty, and France is going to be getting two large provinces out of this. I'm calling them provinces because territories. So France is going to get these two provinces, and this German country is going to get that province. Oh, they don't have a capital. I just realized. Um, their capital is going to be placed right here. Hello? Oh, their capital is going to be placed right there. And due to how France is going to be acting like this, this blue Italian country is going to immediately begin to annex this country, which will look like so, and the capital will become a major city again, rather than a capital. So we're going to continue to see more French imperialism as France will begin to invade into this Benelux country, which the British Isles, which is the Isles up here, is claiming or exclaiming into tears of joy as they were waiting for them to be able to get captured by a major power. But they weren't expecting France, as they were expecting like Germany or something like that. which they will quickly capitulate as their capital is on the border of the French team, which will immediately invade fully. And this is going to be another surprise. It's going to be full annexation of this country, and the England or the English up here are realizing their cheers of joy are now turning into chaos, as France will fully annex them. So now France is a very dangerous country. Used to be a very united country where everyone would come to them for help or support or stuff like that, which now is turned into a chaotic country where they want to annex everything. But I think that's going to be it for today's video. I hope everyone enjoyed and have a wonderful day. Bye.